We are joined today by one of my all-time favorite actors, and he's one of the stars of the new Marvel Studios film, Captain America: Brave New World, opening today, Mr. Giancarlo Esposito. And my first question is, you've played so many iconic roles in your career, but what attracted you to Sidewinder?
I was attracted to having the ability to work with some excellent filmmakers who make these kinds of movies. This movie is not only action packed and a geopolitical thriller that is a ride and a half, it also is a film that allows you to think a little bit about human relationships. And for me, Sidewinder was someone that I had to research going back to the comic and realizing what his background was before. Very intelligent man who goes to the darker side of things, which is also always an interesting character for me. But someone who is physical, who may have his roots as a mercenary. He may have been paramilitary, and he knows how to do things and knows how to get what he needs to get. And so those are some of the elements that attracted me to this guy. I also wanted to be able to play with Anthony Mackie as the new Captain America and Sam Wilson. Someone who I think is just so adept at, and has such integrity in relationship to what he does in regard to playing this role, but someone that we've seen grow through this different incarnations of Captain America he's played, and now we want to see him take over the top spot.
How did you come up with your take on this character?
Oh, I read some comics. I looked up Seth Volker. I found out we were the exact same weight, 158 pounds. I looked at how he was dressed and what colors he had. I mean, the comic is a little bit, a lot different, possibly, than what we see. But there was a grounded nature of this character coming from an intellectual background that I liked a lot. And then so take that human being and have him train himself to become a lethal weapon became an important idea for me to nurture while I was working on this particular character.
I read in an interview a few years ago where you said something that was really interesting to me, and it was that you tackle a character through rhythm, like a musicality. And my question is, do directors appreciate your process?
I'm an actor who has played music and uses a metronome, played the saxophone and the piano. Everything is in its own time. And I have my own timing on the set. And so Julius had very simple ways of allowing Anthony and I to either pick up the pace, drop the pace, or think of it as a cat and mouse game. And when you think of something as cat and mouse, you got to think you like the guy you're working with. You like the actor. So it's not I'm just going to come at him and I want to kill him. It's that his personality I'm taking in. And so Julius, welcomed the attitude that I had in that regard. And so you'll see that the chemistry happens within that. The chemistry between Anthony Mackie and Danny Ramirez happens within that hierarchy where he's the captain, but Danny has talent too, and they share an equal idea that obviously they're on the same side, but your strength is in computers, but he can also do this, and your strength is here, but he can also do this. So those elements of our film are cultivated by the genius of Julius Olna in welcoming them to come about. Also, directors who are only set on etched in stone, as he's one of the writers as well, to have things said a certain way, but always searching for how to say it better are directors I really like, because that means they're loose. Maybe try to say this. Maybe try to say this. This works better. This works. That works. All within a couple of takes so you can nail it and move on.
Finally, how would you rate your first experience in the MCU?
I'd rate it as being over the moon. Terrifically exciting. One of the top movies I've ever made with a team as full of integrity and creativity as this Marvel team.